Okay, now we come to the third chapter in the Transmath Katra book. This is a very short chapter, and even though it's titled Utiliser la distributivité, what is distributivité? We'll come to that in a little while. I think I already explained that to you in the last video. This chapter will make you comfortable with manipulating multiplication and division when there are several terms, and we will get more and more into using literal calculations. That means instead of numbers we will use letters x, y, a, b, which in certain cases will be called variables. We'll come to that. Before I start on the chapter proper, I just want to explain something about the conventions of writing. So this is 2 into 3. I have written there, 2 into minus 3, and that's the correct way of writing it. So in the past homeworks, I have seen that some students, some of you, are writing two mathematical operators, here the multiplication sign and the minus sign, without a bracket in between. So this is the correct way to write it. This is wrong. And even for addition, the 2 plus minus 4, this is wrong. If you want to write this correctly, you have to write 2 plus minus 4. So the basic rule is, excuse me, the basic rule is that you cannot have two operators one after another. When I say operators, I mean the multiplication, division, anything like that. Okay, now we come to division and the ways of writing division. So this is the correct way of writing division, a divided by b. This is also what you have learned. This is in arithmetic, a divided by b, and this is the sign that is there on calculator, division key. It is correct. Some places they just use a colon, in French deux points, for division. A divisé par b. This is also correct. But I would like you now to start avoiding this convention, these signs, and write a divided by b as a fraction. A over b. Okay. These are correct, but I would like you to use that as far as possible. When I type or when you type in WhatsApp a text message, it's difficult to type a fraction like that. In that case, I will type a divided by b like this. If I have to say 3 divided by 18, I will put 3/18. But this also has to be avoided as far as possible. We only use it in typing because it's not easy in many software to type a over b like that. Okay, similarly multiplication, there are many ways of writing multiplication. This is the most common one, a into b, where there's a small cross. If you are really particular, this is not the X on the computer keyboard. This is actually slightly different. If you go into Microsoft Word or Excel, you can actually get this character by inserting a special symbol and finding the multiplication sign. Most often we just use the letter X to signify the multiplication, and that is good enough. But you should know that is not, there's a separate multiplication sign which looks very much like the X, but it isn't the X. Okay. Now you can also write, when you have two letters, two literal numbers or two literal quantities, when you're multiplying a by b, you can write ab. This also means the same as a into b. I'm sure you know all of this, but just to have it in one place and just to remind you how to do this. If you write it like that, then this you cannot write. You cannot write joint handwriting where you write a into b, which is joint. That is not allowed. You have to write it as separate quantities, separate variables, because this will become like a word ab instead of a into b. Okay. Then sometimes they put a dot to signify multiplication. This dot is the same as a full stop. So A dot B is the same as A into B or AB, but we try to use it only for literals. Literals means for letters, where letters signify a variable value, where they signify an unknown value, x dot y, x dot t, anything like that. You try to avoid it for numbers, because then you could say, if I write 1.4, you might get confused that whether you're multiplying 1 into 4 or you're multiplying, or this is 1.4. So, so in English, the point means the decimal point. So we try to avoid, we do not use this. That's why I put a cross there. No, we do not use this when both sides you have numbers. Some people try to get around this by going to A dot B, where they move the dot higher. See, here it is the bottom of the line, here it's a little higher. So they move it in the center there, or where the hyphen would come or the minus sign would come, A dot B. But again, this is to be avoided for numbers, because even if you write 1.4 like that, where the dot is higher than a decimal point, you could get confused as to whether this is 1.4 or it is 1 into 4. Especially with the handwriting of some of you. Some of you have got very beautiful handwriting, and some of you unfortunately are completely the opposite. Okay. So, now another thing is, you can, if you have 2 into A plus B, here you have to do A plus B first and then multiply by 2. You can again omit the multiplication sign and you can write 2 into A plus B. This 2 I have written as 2, but it could have been another letter, C into A plus B. You could have written C, straight away brackets, A plus B. Now, if you want to write, you can write 5 into A as 5A. This does mean it's 5 times A, 5 into A, 5 multiplied by A. You don't need to put the multiplication sign. These are established conventions and we should follow them. So in such a case, you always have the number first and the letter afterwards. You will not write A5. This does not mean it's A into 5. If you write this, everybody will get confused. Even the greatest mathematicians on the planet will get confused. That is it the same as 5A? So you don't write ever like this. When you have 2 letters or 3 letters, and one number, you always put the number front. If you have 2 numbers, then of course you multiply those numbers on your calculator and you put just the one number. If it was 5A6, that would mean 5 into A into 6, which would mean 30 into A, then you would write 30A. Okay? Right. So now we come to the actual content of this chapter. And here we have, I'm going to go through this slowly so you can read it later on. This, the first part, they just explain what I've just explained to you. On peut ne pas écrire le signe multiplication lorsqu'il est suivi d'une lettre ou d'une parenthèse. This is what I said here, that if it is followed by a bracket, you don't need to put the thing, and if it is followed by a letter, you don't need to write 5 into A. So here they say, if A est égal à 5 fois petit a, on dit que A est une variable. So that means variable is a fancy way of saying that this number, if is variable, we could put different values here and you'll get different values of capital A here. That's all it means. Variable has a similar meaning in computer programming, where values or conditions depend on the value of a particular variable. So here we have, si x et y désignent des nombres relatifs, moins x fois y est égal à x fois moins y est égal à moins xy. This we know. This is very common. A into B is the same as B into A, and it is equal to minus xy. You could also say minus yx. If you write minus yx, it's absolutely correct. Here you have minus x into minus y. That is equal to x into y, because minus into minus will give you a positive number. This gives you xy. There are a few examples here. Minus 1 into x is equal to minus 1x, which is same as minus x. You don't need to really say something is one time itself. Here you have minus 3 into x, you get minus 3x. Here you have minus x into minus 4, you get 4x. You're not getting x4. Remember I told you always put the number first, you get 4x. Okay, now we come to what is known as développement. Développer, c'est transformer un produit en une somme algébrique. So, before we come back there, I'll explain to you what this is. So, développer, which means develop or expand in English, means simply this. If you have k into a plus b, you can write it, you can develop it or expand it to k fois a plus k fois b. This is where the distributivity, the word distributivity comes in. K is distributed to A and B. So multiplication is distributive for addition. So if you have this K into brackets A plus B, it's equal to KA plus KB. How do we come to that? You first multiply K into A, then you multiply K into the second term. The second term is plus B. So you'll get plus KB. Okay. You can also write this as AK plus BK. Here the order you put is not significant and there is no convention for which you should put first. So if we take here 2 into 6 plus 8, what can you do? If you look at this logically, you will first do 6 plus 8. This is 2 into 14 is 28. Correct? 2 into 14 is 28. Similarly, but if you did it this way, you could say 2 into 6 plus 8 is equal to 2 into 6 plus 2 into 8. 2 into 6 is 12 plus 2 into 8 is 16, which gives us 28. You notice one thing here. Kimda is not, I have not put brackets here. Why I have not put brackets? Because they are not necessary. We know from BODMAS that first you will do the multiplication before you do the addition. So even if you're going left to right, you'll get 12 plus 2, but you will not add the 2 immediately because there's a multiplication. You will hold that 12. You'll do 2 into 8, the 16. So 12 plus 16 gives you 28. So this is the same as this. So the answer is correct. So we know that this works. Okay. So let's take a few examples. If I say 2 into 7 minus b, what will it be? It will be 2 into 7 minus 2 into b, which we will write as 14 minus 2b. Let's take another example. Minus 3 into b minus 12 will equal minus 3 into b, minus 3 into b, then minus 3 into minus 12. I put a multiplication sign there just to make it clear that we are going to multiply minus 3 into minus 12. So you'll get minus 3b, this is minus 3b, plus 36. Minus 3 into minus 12 will give you plus 36. This is what we were doing in the last chapter. Negative into negative gives us positive. And I showed why also in the previous video. So now let's take another one. 5 into 4x minus 30x. This is x, it's not multiplication, x. So you'll get 5 into 4, 20x. 5 into 4x is 20x minus, actually minus 5 into minus 30x into 5, you get 150x. So you'll write 20x minus 150x. And when you do this calculation, you'll get minus 130x. You can also do, first you can do 4x minus 30x. Why do you need to develop it before solving? You can see same as here. 6 plus 8 we took as 14. Here also we can take 4x minus 30x as 5 times 4x minus 30x is equal to 5 times minus 26x. Because 4x minus 30x is minus 26x. This if you do, you'll get minus 130x, which is the same as here. Okay. Now what happens if I take something like this, a plus b into c plus d. Now remember, I have not put a dot there, I have not put a multiplication sign there. Where you have two brackets touching like this, it means multiply whatever is on the left with whatever is on the right. That is just a convention. You could put a dot there, you could put dot, try to avoid, you could put a multiplication sign in between. So how do I get this? So first I do a into c is ac. Then I add a into d plus ad. Then I add b into c plus bc. Then I add b into d plus bd. So this will give me, this is the same as this. You can try it for a... okay. So straight away I am giving you a problem. So this you have to do just to show that you watch the video. And here, remember, this is minus a. So it's 2 plus 3b into 6 minus a. So same as what you did there, you have to do here. But here the a is negative. Okay. So this is to do with développer. And here if we go back to the book, they give similar examples. On distribute, here they've got a est égal à 7x plus 2. On distribute set sur chaque terme de la somme x plus 2, we do set fois x plus set fois 2. Similarly, they've got other examples here. And here they've got this example. Okay, so this is a better way of doing it than how I showed it. They've done a plus b, c est égal à a plus b fois c plus d. So here first a they have multiplied into c plus d, which is what I had done. I'd skipped this step, second step, and then they've taken b into c plus d. So here also they've applied distributivity, and then they've come to the same thing as what I have written, and they have written here on the left. See, this term AC plus AD plus BC plus BD is the same. AC plus AD plus BC plus BD. Here they've got the multiplication sign, here they don't have. Okay, now we come to the final part of this chapter, which is on factorisation or réduction. So this means going in the opposite direction. This means that if you were given that 18 plus, let's take this one, if you were given 7x plus 14, you want to factorize it. That means use brackets to come to 7 into x plus 2. Going from here to here in the opposite direction, that is known as factorisation. So you're converting this into two factors, 7 into x plus 2. Factors are two things you multiply. Now here it's very systematic to develop. You go from 1, you can go from 7x plus 2 to 7x plus 14 very simply like that. But going in the opposite direction, there is no systematic way to do it. You have to do a trial and error. You have to guess a little bit, and it may not always be possible even. So factorisation, I've written opposite the développer. So if d is equal to 2x plus 3x carré, we can see what is common here. X is common here, x is common. So we can take out x and we can write is equal to x into 2 plus 3x. The 3x into 3x carré means 3x into x. So 3x I kept here, x I have taken out. If you develop with this, you'll get x for the 2x, x for 3x, you'll get 3x carré, please 3x carré. So if you develop this, you come back to what you had in the beginning. Here, if I say z is equal to 5x minus x, you get 4x, very simply. Why? Because 5x minus x is 4x. Huh? You take 5 times something, minus that something, you get 4 times that something. But if you try to do it in the factorization way, you could also do it 5x. What is common? X is common. You can put x on the outside. You'll get x factor de 5 moins 1. 5 moins 1 est égal à 4. You'll get x fois 4, donc est égal à 4x, which is the same thing we got up there, much simpler. So now, it's not always easy there is no systematic way of factorizing. I've forgotten a word there. Let me add it. There's no systematic way of factorizing. You just have to try a little bit of trial and error. So, for example, if I give t is equal to 24 minus 6c plus 12b minus 3bc and I ask you to factorize it, you won't be able to do it. Indeed, if you ask me to factorize it, I will not be able to do it. But the answer is t is equal to 2 plus b multiplied by 12 minus 3c. If you expand this, if you develop this, you will get that. How did I get this? Well, to tell you the truth, I started with that. I got that. That's how I know that if you factorize this, you will come to this. So this, and this is that one word they call variable, where something can change. If this changes, this is called variable. So sometimes they will call it unknown, sometimes they will call it variable, and sometimes they will call it expression literal. So here, if you do 5a, t depends on the value of a. Whatever is the value of a, t is 5 times that. So that's why it's called a variable. In French, variable, in English, variable. Okay, I will stop here, and tomorrow I will give you certain problems to do from this chapter. I think we'll go through it fairly fast. I want to finish these 7 chapters from this last year's book by the middle of January, say 1 month from when we started, so that we can start the actual course for this year. Okay, so I stop here.